Hello, my lovelies. Today we're going to be talking about the new teaser trailer that just dropped for the new Netflix series Wednesday, which is about Wednesday Addams. There's been some mixed things being said about the casting to how the show actually looks, and we're going to be talking about it today. So without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's jump into it. Welcome back. Now, I got some clips of the trailer, so we're going to go ahead and just roll little bits of the clips because I'm not sure about copyright stuff, so I might have to cover some of the sounds, but initially the trailer revolves around Wednesday Addams. She gets expelled from her old school for defending her brother Pugsley against these bullies, and she drops 2 bags of piranhas into the swimming pool because the people that were bullying Pugsley were the swim team. So she dumps them into the pool and she gets expelled, and then she gets sent to the school that Gomez and Morticia fell in love at, and it's their school. And at this school there's some mystery going around, and it seems like there's going to be like other monsters included in the series. We're going to talk about people's initial thoughts, but I'm going to go ahead and roll some of those clips. This is what the trailer looks like, and to me, I feel like this is gonna be a good series. I personally like the casting, but there are some people that are having issues with specifically the casting of Morticia and Gomez, especially Gomez, when they're saying that, oh, Gomez doesn't look like this. I feel like they dropped the ball on Gomez. Gomez should have been played by Oscar Isaac. Morticia doesn't look like Morticia. It looks like Party City is another comment that I've seen. I haven't seen that much distress over the casting of Wednesday, who is being played by Jenna Ortega, who has been in everything recently. Jenna Ortega has been in a lot of things recently. I know her personally from the show Stuck in the Middle, which used to be on Disney Channel. I'm not quite sure if it's still on Disney Channel, but I liked her in that, and I've heard that she's been doing a lot of horror movies. She's been in a lot of great projects recently, and people like her acting. I personally like her acting. Now, I believe that casting Louis Guzman as Gomez is actually a good choice, because a lot of people are familiar with the Addams Family Values and the Addams Family movies from the 90s. But in the original concept art for Gomez, Gomez looks like this. That's what Gomez looks like. And I feel like when you put the two side by side, Louis Guzman and the original concept for what Gomez looks like are really good. I feel like it's a great comparison because Gomez wasn't supposed to be conventionally attractive, and I understand there's nostalgia when it comes to the original actor who played Gomez. The original actor who played Gomez unfortunately died in 1994, according to Wikipedia. He was 54 years old, And the man was born in 1940, and that was Raul Julia. He passed away. They were going to have to recast Gomez anyway, and I understand people wanting Oscar Isaac or some other conventionally attractive man to play Gomez. But I understand that there's nostalgia around Raul Julia's portrayal, and that's the one that most of us know. That's most of us' introduction to the Addams family. But I believe that going back to what the original concept was for Gomez and casting an actor that looks like that original piece of artwork, I feel like that's actually a good choice, because part of the message is that a conventionally attractive woman can like a man that's not conventionally attractive. There's plenty of examples of these kind of relationships in real life. And I feel like that's actually a really good thing, because that's what Gomez actually looked like, according to the creators. Now we're going to move on to the somewhat mixed reviews of Catherine Zeta-Jones, who is going to be playing Morticia. I believe that Morticia is a really good choice. I don't feel like they really made any missteps with the casting in this situation. I feel like Gomez was a really good choice. I feel like Morticia was a really alright choice. I haven't seen really that much of Catherine Zeta-Jones except for her portrayal in Zorro, but that was years ago. I haven't seen that much of her since now. I feel like Jenna Ortega is a really good choice, though. I feel like Jenna Ortega is going to slay the role of Wednesday Addams. And plus, the original actress that played in the 1990 movies, who was Christina Ricci, is going to be making a cameo. That is confirmed. She's going to be making a cameo in this show. And the reason why they had to recast all these people is because it's been 20-some years since the movies came out. And Christina Ricci isn't a child anymore. She's not a child anymore. She's a full-grown woman. And I believe that her being in a cameo of this show is her way of like a stamp of approval on this project. I feel like this is actually going to be good. I know there's some people now that are being concerned that it's going to be Riverdale-fied, that it's going to get the Riverdale treatment, that they hope that it's not going to get the Riverdale treatment. I also hope it's not going to get the Riverdale treatment because I'm a huge fan of the Addams family. I loved the original TV show because it used to be on TV Land when I was a kid, and my biological mom, I'm adopted, loved anything that had to do with things that were spooky and creepy, like the Munsters. I loved the Munsters. I loved the original Addams family. Beverly Hillbillies, I Dream of Jeannie, I Love Lucy. I grew up on all those old cartoons from my mom. So I love all those old shows and cartoons and things like that. And I feel like this is a good casting. I don't really have any qualms with the casting. I do, however, I'm a little bit questionable about the school in this. It's not really that clear about it, but I feel like this is going to be all right, if it not great. I feel like this is, it's one of those cases where we're going to have to just wait and see. A teaser trailer is a teaser. Things might change, things might happen, and sometimes teaser trailers like to do this thing where they tease things that aren't actually in the finished product. So maybe things might change. Our opinions might change. This is just a trailer. And I feel like we need to keep that in mind instead of instantly judging something before it comes out, like certain books. And I understand we can have expectations for things, but until the finished product comes out, like the new Monster High, I'm going to be optimistic about it because, again, we haven't seen the full product. It's not out yet. This is just a teaser. This is just a snippet of what we're going to see. And for what I'm seeing, the casting looks good. The vibes are checking boxes. I like the spooky vibes. I like the whole idea of Wednesday coming to a new school and, It's the school that Morticia and Gomez went to, which you know it's going to be creepy and spooky if Morticia and Gomez went to this school. And there's some mystery involved. There's some blood involved, which I feel like is going to be a really cool, unique turn, because that's something we haven't really seen on screen, even though it's implied with the Addams family. So they're taking it in a bit of a darker direction, which I'm all right with. But so far, I think this looks good. I think this looks all right. I am going to watch it when it comes out, because it's going to be on Netflix. There's no release date yet. Has been no release date for Wednesday, but from what I'm seeing, it looks all right. It looks good. I don't have really that much else to say, except I really hope that this is going to be good. That's all I can say, is I hope that this is going to look good, that this is going to actually be as good as it looks in the teaser. And I know there's some people that have been having their qualms with it, but until it comes out, let's be optimistic. Because it doesn't really reveal that much in the trailer, except there's going to be mystery. Wednesday's going to be the star. And there's going to be the school that Morticia and Gomez went to. And they've also mentioned that they're going to keep the casting of Uncle Fester a secret until the show comes out. And I don't know what that means. Maybe it's some kind of secret thing with Uncle Fester. Maybe it's some big star that they've hired. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we get Christopher... Oh, I can never remember his last name. The guy that played Uncle Fester in the original ones. The one that played Doc in Back to the Future. I would love that to be why there's going to be this big reveal about who Uncle Fester is. I would love that. I would love that with my whole heart. Maybe we'll even see Debbie. I don't know. Maybe we'll see Debbie later on down the road. I would love to see Debbie. Because there's no real reason... There's no real comparison between the two. I don't think one is canon to the movies. I think they're separate entities of their own. Kind of like how they've done this before with the Addams family. There's nothing connecting each other to the other versions of the Addams family. But it would be cool if it was the same guy that played Uncle Fester, and that's why they're keeping it a secret. Maybe that's just my own nostalgia being like, bring back that guy for Uncle Fester. And yes, keep it a secret. That would be such an awesome reveal, is like him still being Uncle Fester. That would be the best. That would be the absolute freaking best reveal, I think. But that's just my own nostalgia talking for Addams family stuff. So what are your guys' thoughts about this trailer? How do you feel about the casting in the new Wednesday show? I can't wait for it. I will watch it. One, it's a Tim Burton project. And if you can't spot my Pumpkin King poster back here, I'm a huge Tim Burton fan. And I know there's some qualms with Tim Burton, but I like anything that's kooky and creepy and spooky. I'm even wearing my Welcome to Horrorland shirt from Goosebumps today. I love anything that's spooky, and I've always loved the Addams family, so I personally cannot wait for this show. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I want to know in the comments below. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, let me know what your thoughts are. I don't just talk about movies and stuff that's coming out. I also talk about books, TV shows, anime, anything that I find interesting. I put it on the channel. That's why the name's The Random Show. It's random for a reason. It's a whole array of content. So if you could, hit the likes, hit the subscribes. You can always change your mind later. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all so, so much. And I hope you have the best day. Bye.